Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on two-day visit to Maldives and Sri Lanka tomorrow. S. Jaishankar reaches Bhutan on his first overseas visit as External Affairs Minister. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy appoints 5 Deputy Chief Ministers in Cabinet. In ICC Cricket World Cup, Pakistan to face Sri Lanka in Bristol today. And in French Open Tennis, men's and women's singles semi-finals begin today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a two-day visit to the Maldives beginning tomorrow. This will be the first overseas visit of Prime Minister Modi after his re-election. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale said the visit is reflective of the new momentum in high-level exchanges between India and the Maldives. The visit will focus on 3 objectives of maintaining high-level contacts, a development partnership, and to strengthen people-to-people relationship with the Maldives. Prime Minister Modi will also visit Sri Lanka on Sunday. Mr. Gokhale said the visits to the Maldives and Sri Lanka will demonstrate the priority that India attaches to its neighbourhood first policy. More from a correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Maldives and Sri Lanka visit is in conformity with his foreign policy objective of neighbourhood first. The Maldives is not a member country of the regional grouping, and the Prime Minister's choice of her capital Malé as his first foreign destination indicates the top priority he is giving to strengthening cooperation with the neighbourhood nations. The gesture by the Maldives of inviting Prime Minister Modi to address her parliament is viewed as reflective of the growing warmth and the trust being built up in the bilateral relations. With Sri Lanka, talks on strengthening her infrastructure and connectivity and deepening strategic interests are on, and his visit is set to accelerate them further. The foreign trip of Prime Minister Modi is set to give further impetus to one of India's key foreign policy objectives, the security and growth for all in the region, Sagar. Jaishankar, AR News, New Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to arrive in Kerala tonight for a day-long visit. He will be accompanied by Railways Minister Piyush Goyal. A report.
Prime Minister will be arriving in Kochi tonight. Tomorrow morning, he will offer prayers at the famous Guruvayur temple. After the darshan, Prime Minister will address BJP workers in Guruvayur. This will be the first public meeting of Mr. Modi after assuming charge as Prime Minister for the second term. Mayusha for AR News with reports from Jaishankar from Kochi.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has arrived a short while ago in Bhutan on a two-day visit. This is Dr. Jaishankar's first overseas visit as External Affairs Minister. He was received by his Bhutanese counterpart, Tande Dorji, on his arrival. During the visit, he will hold talks with his Bhutanese counterpart and call on Prime Minister Lote Tshering. The minister is also expected to receive an audience with King of Bhutan, Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuk. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the government is leaving no stone unturned for a healthy India by ensuring good quality healthcare facilities for the poor and disadvantaged sections of society. He added that the quality and safety of food is critical. In his message on the first ever World Food Safety Day being celebrated today, Mr. Modi said that the government is focused on implementing the best standards of food safety in the country. He asserted that the centre has taken a pledge to root out malnutrition from the country as it celebrates the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. On this occasion, a function was organised in New Delhi by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, FSSAI, where Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan unveiled a statue of Mahatma Gandhi on a bicycle which symbolises Swachh Bharat Yatra. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has urged the people to adopt healthy and balanced food habits. He also stressed the need to check the food waste in the country. The minister was addressing a function organised by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India on first ever World Food Safety Day in New Delhi today. During the event, representatives from central and state government, food businesses, higher education institutes and NGOs joined hands in propagating the message of safe food habits. A report.
The first ever World Food Safety Day adopted by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations is aimed at creating awareness among the people about food safety. This year's theme is Food Safety Everyone's Business. An estimated 600 million cases of foodborne diseases occur annually worldwide. Unsafe food is a threat to human health and economies, disproportionately affected vulnerable and marginalized people, especially women and children, population affected by conflict and migrants. In this scenario, food safety has become an impending concern. With the report of Divakar Vasundhara, AIR News.
The government has effected changes in the committees of the Union Cabinet and included Defence Minister Rajnath Singh in most of the committees. On Wednesday, the government had reconstituted 8 cabinet committees. These are the Appointments Committee, Cabinet Committees on Accommodation, Economic Affairs, Parliamentary Affairs, Political Affairs, Security, Investment and Growth, and Employment and Skill Development. According to a release issued by the Cabinet Secretariat, Rajnath Singh's name has been included in 4 more committees, which are the Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs, Political Affairs, Investment and Growth, and Employment and Skill Development. Earlier, Mr. Singh was part of only 2 committees, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs and the Cabinet Committee on Security. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harshvardhan reviewed the status of Nipah virus disease in New Delhi yesterday. An official release said a total of 316 contacts are being followed up on daily basis. It said 1 positive case admitted in Ernakulam is now conscious and having mild fever, and 6 symptomatic contacts have been admitted in quarantine facility at Medical College, and all the samples were found to be negative. The ministry said on the basis of the epidemiological investigation, team from National Institute of Virology, Pune, and Animal Husbandry are investigating bats and other animals in the vicinity of confirmed case residents. District Control Room has been set up in the Collector Office with the helpline number 048 424 25200. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. In an unprecedented move, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy today decided to have 5 deputy chief ministers under him in a full 25-member cabinet. The new Council of Ministers will be sworn in at a public function in Amravati tomorrow. The Chief Minister held a meeting of the YSR Congress Legislature Party at his residence, in which he announced the decision to appoint 5 Deputy Chief Ministers. Accordingly, 1 each from SC, ST, BC, minority and Kapu communities would be made Deputy CMs. He also told his legislators that the Cabinet would predominantly comprise members from the weaker sections. He said the Cabinet would be reconstituted 2.5 years later after a mid-term review of the government's performance. In Andhra Pradesh, 6 persons, including 2 women, died while 4 others were injured today when their car rammed into a truck near Guru Varajupalle, 20 km from Tirupati. The mishap occurred at the crack of dawn when the vehicle with 10 pilgrims from Rudravaram village of Achampet Mandal in Guntur district on their way to Tirumala crashed into the stationary truck. In Telangana, the Congress party is exploring all options to oppose the merger of a group of 12 party MLAs into the ruling Telangana Rashtra Samiti. Pradesh Congress Committee President N. Uttam Kumar Reddy announced that the party would move a petition in the High Court today challenging the merger decision and would also move the Supreme Court if necessary. More from our correspondent.
After 12 Congress MLAs merged into the ruling TRS, the Congress party's strength in the Telangana Assembly came down to 6 from 18. As a result, the party has lost its main opposition status in the Assembly as AIMIM, a regional party with a strength of 7 MLAs, emerging as the second largest party. Congress Legislature Party leader Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka will be stripped of the status of leader of opposition in the House. The Congress leaders questioned the Speaker's decision to give consent to merger when their petition seeking disqualification of party MLAs who switched loyalties to the TRS was pending with the High Court. The party leaders alleged that the ruling party is stifling the voice of the opposition and making a mockery of the mandate of the people. Suprashanti for AIR News, Hyderabad.
The number of persons killed has now risen to 19 due to dust storm and lightning in various parts of Uttar Pradesh, the State Relief Commissioner said today. Different parts of the state witnessed dust storms late last evening, resulting in trees being uprooted and walls collapsing. In addition, 20 people were injured in Mainpuri and 1 in Badaयूं, sources said. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has directed the officials to take all necessary measures to provide relief to the affected persons. The Sikkim Krantikari Morcha SKM government will soon clear the decks for the Central Bureau of Investigation to take up corruption cases in the border state, a leader of the ruling party has said. A notification issued by the erstwhile Sikkim Democratic Front SDF government in 2010 had mandated the Central Probe Agency to seek its prior consent before taking up an investigation against any of its officers or public representatives. The SKM had pledged to bring the CBI to Sikkim in its election manifesto. In the recent polls to the 32-member state assembly, the SKM won 17 seats and the SDF 15. The lone Lok Sabha seat was also won by the SKM. 4 terrorists were killed in Panjra-Lasipora counter-terrorist operation in South Kashmir's Pulwama district. 1 terrorist was killed in the initial phase of the gunfight raged late last night, while 3 others were killed in the morning. Arms and ammunition were also recovered from the encounter site. Security sources said the identity and group affiliation of the slain terrorists is being ascertained. The operation has been concluded while post-encounter search and sanitization process is underway. Security forces recovered a cache of arms and ammunition from a cowshed turned into a terrorist hideout in Jammu and Kashmir's Doda district today. Army spokesperson Bhaderwa said that based on specific information about terrorist hideouts and movement of suspected militants, troops of Rashtriya Rifles along with sleuths of police launched a joint operation late yesterday night in Chilliballa area. The spokesperson said during the search, 64 live rounds of AK-47, 1 round of SLR, beside parts of AK-47 and 12 bore gun were recovered. A case was registered in Gando police station and further investigation was underway, he said. Officials said militants were using cowsheds and grass huts as hideouts in Doda-Kishtwar hills. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi today met UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi at her residence ahead of parliamentary session. Mr. Joshi's meeting was a part of the government's effort to reach out to the opposition. Earlier he had met a leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Ghulam Nabi Azad, and DMK leader T.R. Balu. The parliament session, the first of the newly elected 17th Lok Sabha, will begin from 17th of this month and go on till the 26th of next month. The budget will be presented on the 5th of July. In the ICC Cricket World Cup today, Sri Lanka will play against Pakistan at Bristol. The match will start at 3 p.m. Defending champions Australia pulled off a 15-run win against West Indies at Trent Bridge in Nottingham last night. Chasing the target of 289, West Indies could manage 273 for 9 in 50 overs. In French Open men's semi-finals, Novak Djokovic will face Austrian Dominic Thiem and Rafael Nadal takes on Roger Federer today. It's the first time the top 4 men's seeds are the last 4 standing at a major tournament since the 2013 Australian Open. In the women's category, Australian Ash Barty will play 17-year-old American Amanda Amesinova, and Johanna Konta of Great Britain clashes with Czech Markita Vondrousova in the semi-final today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on 2-day visit to Maldives and Sri Lanka tomorrow. S. Jaishankar reaches Bhutan on his first overseas visit as External Affairs Minister. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy appoints 5 Deputy Chief Ministers in Cabinet. In ICC Cricket World Cup, Pakistan to face Sri Lanka in Bristol today. And in French Open tennis, men's and women's singles semi-finals begin today. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. And with that, we end the Midday News.